So Sean's here today, and we're gonna put a new aftermarket back bumper on his Tacoma because his got messed up. We're gonna see if we can make it nicer. So there's a couple of plugs here for the factory sensors in the bumper that we've unplugged, and the 7-way plug for the trailer hitch wiring. Now we're just undoing the bolts here on the sides, which are kind of hold the trailer hitch to the frame, but it all comes off as like an assembly unit. We'll disassemble it on the ground, bolt it up to the new one, and then put it back in. All right, so we've removed all of the bolts, and I don't recall this from my 2nd gen. Maybe this is a 3rd gen thing, but there's like a pin. You can kind of see it over there, maybe not, but there's a pin right there, and it goes in a slot up and back, and we can't lift it up and go back far enough because of the floor of the bed itself. So looks like we're gonna have to loosen the box up to put the hitch, or to take the hitch off, which is, it's kind of crazy, but it's not the first one. The General Motors aftermarket bumper I put on, we had to do the same thing, so no surprises, just more time. So here you can see that slot that we had to lift up and back. So we lifted the bed just slightly. We're able to put some blocks of wood in there to hold it just high enough to get this lip above the frame rail, and then it slid right out. So on to the next section. So we're gonna start dismantling the original bumper components from the trailer hitch. We'll get all that off. We'll get the wiring harness all off, and then we'll work on swapping it all over to this new one. All right, so we've got the bumper corners stripped off of the trailer hitch assembly. Now Sean's working on getting the little sensors out for the blind spot monitoring and backup deals, which, yeah, this sweet little box. How cool is that? Interesting. Gonna need the 10 mil. So for these sensors, we're having to pop it loose at that little tab there. You can see where it snaps over. Slide this collar portion off. Install the collar portion through the face, and then push the sensor back in through the back of the bumper. There's not enough room to slide it through all in one piece. So okay, and like that, we got the FabFours bumper installed. So it wasn't super horrible. These brackets that come with the bumper bolt in utilizing some of the factory trailer hitch bolts, and then they give you some nut plates, and the bumper's adjustable up and down and side to side and all that stuff, so you can make it fit the way that you think is best. We then tied the wiring up, just zip tied all the wiring up and out of the way, plugged these factory backup sensors back in. However, there was some blind spot monitoring like block things that do not go because they won't read through steel, right? They read through plastic but not steel. So you do lose your blind spot monitoring. So if that bothers you, this isn't the bumper for you. But I think this is going to work great for Sean.